Hey, welcome to AV Games. I'm Chris. We're doing something a little different today. We're going to do a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Jack and I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, and we kind of wanted to bring some of that to the channel. So we figured we'd try it today. Jack actually helped me record this one the first time, but there ended up being a problem, so we have to re-record it. Jack can't re-record today, so you're getting solo Chris. This is solo male category right now. So we're doing Marincess. This is a deck that's one of my favorites. I really like playing it a lot. I think a lot of people don't play it totally correct. So I figured I'd show my own little take on it. So let's hop into it. We're going to start with the Marincess stuff. We got 3 Blue Tang, 3 Pascalis, 2 Seahorse, and a Mandarin. Blue Tang is the most important card in the deck. If you want anything in your opening hand, you want to see Blue Tang. This deck is kind of a mix of like an OTK deck and a grind deck, and I know that sounds kind of weird, but hopefully it'll make sense when I show the replay off. Blue Tang lets you, on normal or special summon, lets you send a Marincess monster deck to grave, and then when it's sent to grave as link material, you get to do like a Pot of Duality effect, or like a Salamangre Foxy effect, and add a Marincess card. This is the best card in the deck by far. You always want to see it. Pascalis. This is a like a Suprex for the deck. If you summon it, you get to summon a Marincess from hand, and then you can banish it from grave, and you can add a spell or trap from grave to hand. This is pretty important for the grind game, that second effect. You have 1 trap in this deck that is absolutely phenomenal, and you really want to see it in your hand whenever possible. Double Seahorse and 1 Mandarin. These are the extenders for the deck. Having Seahorse and Grave on your first turn lets you do full combo. This is what you're going to want to send off Blue Tang. And Mandarin is just a extender if you already have Seahorse in hand, if you like hard draw it or something like that. This is where people mess up the Marincess core, I think. A lot of people run 3 Seahorse and they run 2 or 3 Mandarin. I don't think you need any more than just the 3 right here. You rarely ever need to see more than 1 Seahorse in hand. If you do, it's pretty mediocre. It's just a card that you're losing. And then Mandarin, honestly, I rarely ever go into it. It's really just if I happen to draw Blue Tang and Seahorse, I'll send Mandarin and do combo off that. But you really don't need anything more than this. We're also playing the Frog package here. 1 Rodent Totem, 2 Dupe, and triple swap. It's a pretty standard Frog package. You can make Totally Awesome in this deck pretty easy, and you also want Waters to just keep going through your combos. And the Frogs do that, so yeah. So part of the deck here, part of the grinding aspect, is just hand trapping and negating your opponent as much as possible. So we're running triple Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. This might seem weird, but you want the life points to help grind with your opponent. You end up making like a pseudo Towers monster on your first turn, so you're not really going to be able to attack with that or go for an OTK, obviously. So you just want to make sure that you can survive your turn. You also want Waters in grave, but all the Waters in this deck are good to have in grave. So you end up banishing for your Link monster effect from grave, and the Dogwood serves that purpose. It's really nice when you have it in hand. It's kind of like a pseudo max C, because your opponent's going to have to watch how much they special summon. And it helps a lot. I like playing it a lot in this deck. Double Ash Blossom. It's Ash Blossom. It's card rocks. Double Effect Veiler. I wish I could put this at 3. If I were to put it at 3, I would probably cut maybe like the Foolish Burial, or maybe even the Mandarin. It's nice to have the Mandarin, but you don't need it. And it's Effect Veiler. You can use it more than once per turn, so it's really useful. And yeah. Marincess Battle Lotion. This is probably your most important card other than Blue Tang in your main deck. If this isn't on field, you're going to have a bad time. That's why I'm running 2, just in case one gets like Cosmic Cyclone or something like that. It is searchable off of Link 1. So that's really nice. You're always going to get it through your combo. You don't really want to open it because it's pretty much a dead card if you do open it. But Sometimes it can be ash bait. If you make the link 1, search a battle ocean, they ash it, and you already have it in hand, it can be nice. So I really like running 2. I usually don't see it in hand, but it can stink if you do see it in hand. Triple Signet Mining, it searches all your Marincess. It's great. It also can put a water engrave for your link monster effect if you need it. Double Pot of Avarice, this can help you recycle your resources if your board does get broken. If you get kaiju'd with your boss monster, 4 Marincesses end up going to grave because your Marincesses equip to one another as equip spells. So Pot of Avarice can help you come back on turn 3 or 4. It can help you do your combo again. Foolish Barrel, just basically an extender in this deck. Double or Nothing, we are running the Utopia OTK. Like I said, this is a mix of like kind of a grinding deck and an OTK deck. So you do want to see this, or you do want this in the deck rather, for when you want to do the Utopia stuff. Triple Marincess Wave. This card is absolutely amazing. If Marincess ever gets support that actually made it like meta relevant, this would probably be the card that's banned in Marincess. It's just an in-archetype infinite impermanence, and when you activate it, it also makes your Marincesses immune to all other card effects, which is just bonkers. And you can even activate it from hand. It's literally just infinite permanence. It's great. We're also running infinite permanence because why not? Negate things if you can. And then Judgments. The life point paying for Judgment can be helped out by the fact that you're running the Dogwoods. So you can activate Judgment first, burn for the 4,000, but then also possibly gain it back and probably get above that also with the Dogwood. It's really nice. I like having the Judgments in here. You can side them out if the matchup doesn't matter, but when does Judgment not come up? It's pretty nice. Before we hit extra deck, I want to run over side deck because there are some... Side deck is just main deck options you could put in if you can't afford some of these things or don't want to run them. Extenders, you can do Parallel Exceed or you can do Silent Angler. Both achieve what you want. You do get locked into waters throughout your combo. So Parallel Exceed only will summon itself. It won't summon another one from deck. But you still get an extender. That's really all you need. You also might get locked into Cybers too, so that problem might come up with Silent Angler. Honestly, I don't even remember if you get locked in Cybers or not. But I know this happens with the Parallel Exceed. Another extender is Shathana. This only matters if it's your first turn, you have no monsters on board, but it's a water you can make, and you do want waters. And then Floodgatey type stuff, Numenarat Testudo and Testudo Arat Numen. These cards are really nice because they can just be a pain to get out of or get over, really. They just limit what monsters your opponent can, or you or your opponent can summon. Normally you make it after your combo's done if you're going to make it. Shooting Kotaker, it's a water, it's a Cyberse, and you get to draw cards. And then Paleos, these are the two that I like to use. You do end up banishing cards in this deck from your graveyard, so Leoncoilia can matter. In Dynamiscus, sometimes I like siding out the Judgments and putting Dynamiscus in my own personal build, so that can be a really nice option. The extra deck, Blue Slug and Sea Angel. These are your link ones. Blue Tang plus Blue Slug is full combo. It's everything you could ever want. It's great. And then Sea Angel is the one that searches your field spell. This can be Ash Bait if you already have the field spell in hand, which is really nice. But if this does get ashed, you are in a tough spot. You can grab the field spell off your Blue Tang effect when it gets sent to grave, but you're hoping to grab a wave or something off that, so you really don't want this to get negated. Crystal Heart. I'll be honest, its effect is pretty useless. It really doesn't matter, but with the field spell, if you link summon a monster using Crystal Heart as material, it's unaffected by card effects. That can come up if you don't have wave in hand after you do your combo, but you want this next deck at least for the toolbox option. Cruel Anemone, it summons a water monster from grave. Obviously, some other decks run this. You know, that new Water Kraken deck coming out runs this. It's just an extender. It's nice. Marbled Rock. I almost never make this. I actually don't know if I have ever made it, but I keep it in the extra deck. This was the boss monster when the deck came out, but you don't really make it anymore. At least I don't make it. Some people do still end on it, and if your combo is not perfect, you can end on it, and you at least get to stall a turn because monsters can't be destroyed by battle while this thing's effect. So it can come up. Great Bubble Reef. This is the best extra deck monster for Marincess, I think. It can banish a water monster from grave or field, draw a card during each standby phase, and then every time a card's banished face up, it gains 600 attack. This can matter a lot. You end up making like a 5400 Great Bubble Reef by the end of your combo, as long as you have like a full combo, which is important. It's really hard to beat over, and then a lot of times it's unaffected by card effects, so really Kaijus are the only thing that's going to take this thing out. But the card drawing effect is super important to just get more hand traps into your hand. Wonderheart. This card is damn near useless. I don't know if I've ever made it. I keep it in the extra deck because it is like a toolboxy option, and in case you somehow lose your Great Bubble Reef, it's another Link 4 you can make. You can help push for game with this because when it battles, you can summon another Marincess monster that's equipped to it, but I've never done it myself. Onto non-Marincess stuff. You have Splash Mage, Extender, Summon Cybers from Grave, really good. Update Jammer and Transcode Talker. All Marincesses are Cybers for some reason. I don't know why. But this can help you OTK, again. And it summons one, from Grave, obviously. Avermax, again, it's a Cyber, so you can do stuff with the Transcode OTK. But this could really be anything. This could be a Boral Sword Dragon. It could be an Appaloosa if you want to go for negates. But you can't do it the same turn that you're doing your Marincess combo, which does suck. But I personally like Avermax a lot, so I like using that. Toad, you're playing frogs in this deck. You can make it. Dugar's Timeless. I like this card a lot in this extra deck, actually. It's really easy to make rank 4s. And this obviously lets you either draw one, summon one from Grave, so it can be an extender, or you can double your attack on one of your monsters. And this can matter a lot when you have a 5400 attack Link 4. You can go for 10,800, just swing for game that way. And then the Utopia package, obviously we're playing the OTK. This is, again, 10,000 attack. Why not do it when you can? Point of this deck is kind of set up like a Towers type monster. Hopefully delay your opponent enough that they aren't able to kill you on turn 2, and then you finish them out turn 3. It's kind of what it is. You do have grinding ability with how many negations and hand traps are in this deck. I mean, you're running 10 hand traps that negate, triple judgment, and the 3 dogwood that help you grind out and stall a little bit. And you have a good amount of recursion with this deck, so it's really nice. Really fun deck. So we're going to show off the combo real quick. There's one main combo. And yeah, that'll be it. Okay, so we're at the little test hand room here. Show off the combo. This is an absolutely stellar hand. You really couldn't ask for anything better. Seeing double or nothing sucks, but that's the only brick in the hand. Honestly, it really doesn't even matter. This hand is just that good. So we're going to normal summon Pascalis. Pascalis effect is going to let us normal summon another Marincess monster. We're going to summon the Blue Tang. Blue Tang effect is going to resolve. We're going to pitch the Seahorse. Now we are going to summon our Blue Slug. Blue Slug effect is going to activate here, and we're going to add the Seahorse back from hand. Or grave to hand, rather. Now we're going to make the Sea Angel using this and this. We're going to activate the effect of Sea Angel, and then we can chain the effect of Blue Tang. And this will allow us to look for a card. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Marincess card, but we are chain blocking, so we do get our Battle Ocean, which is nice. Activate the Battle Ocean. Special summon the Seahorse. Now what we are going to do is we are going to summon our Coral Anemone here. Using these, we're not going to activate Battle Ocean effect. activate Coral Anemone effect. And we can summon anyone. It really doesn't matter what one we summon because these effects aren't going to resolve again. We'll summon this one for now, I guess. Summon that there. Now what we can do is we can make the Crystal Heart. Using these two. Don't need to activate any effects. And now we want to do the Great Bubble Reef. We are going to activate the effect of Battle Ocean here. And now we are going to activate this effect. And you probably want to return your Blue Slug to hand. It'll let you kind of recur next turn if your board gets broken or you need to keep playing. But do that. And now we're going to equip all three of these to your Marincess monster. So it's at 4,600 attack. During the next turn, you get to banish a water from grave to increase it by 600, so it'll be 52. It's unaffected by card effects because you made it with Crystal Heart. And we have Wave in hand. So depending on what you draw here, next turn we're going to have the kind of pseudo interruption type thing with Dogwood and the interruption with Marincess Wave because this is a hand trap. If you really want to throw them off, you could set the double or nothing if you want to be wild. Just make them think that you have a set trap or something like that. And yeah, that's basically your combo. You basically just want to hit Great Bubble Reef. You also have the options, like I said, to make Wonder Driver or Marbled Rock. And then next turn, you have so many options for an OTK. You have the Dugaris you could use for an OTK, the Utopia, the Avramax, or the Update Jammer Transco Talker. And you still have extenders and Splash Mage. And Marble Rock can help you not die next turn if you think things are going for the worst. So yeah, that's the deck profile. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. This deck's really fun. I like it a lot. You get a good amount of options on what you want to do. So yeah, try it out. It's a great time. See ya.